Hi folks, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course,
Three
Bob.
best calf pain stretches and exercises. These are really for everybody. Runners, walkers. There's not really a person I know that shouldn't be stretching their calf muscles as you get older, Brad, because you can tear it fairly easy. And also, you don't want to have a lack of motion in that area.
Right, you want to be able to have dorsiflexion, be able to pull the toes up, prevents falls as you get older. It's a good overall.
Well, even if you want to lift correctly, if you don't have enough motion in your ankles when you lift, you can't bend down like this.
I mean, it all fits together.
It's all that chain.
And also, if you're getting night cramps in your calves, I have people stretch before they go to bed.
Yeah, you definitely want to do that. So, by the way, if you are new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, please go over to Facebook and like us, because Brad and I, as children, I don't know if we were hated, but nobody liked us.
No, they just
and now we're turning things around, and we are giving away the biggest thing we've ever given away next week. So you want to make sure you're on Facebook. That's a teaser.
There you go. Yeah, it's not teasing. See, it's all coming back, isn't it, Bob?
Being teased when I was a kid.
Let's get to the calf stretching, Bob.
All right.
Okay, the Achilles tendon right back here.
Right, that's that big tendon, right?
It's the biggest tendon in your body, and there's a reason for that, Bob.
Tell me the reason, Brad.
Because it accepts or goes through the most stress of any other tendon.
I believe it.
Because every time you take a step, almost 100% of your weight is going through that tendon.
Yeah.
And it's brief, but every time you take that step, there's that period of time, or when you run or you go up and down steps, that tendon, and that's why it's so big. The body adapts to the stresses.
The beauty of the body, it actually responds to stress by getting stronger.
Right, and bigger.
And bigger, right.
But you can still tear this tendon, rupture it. So we want to keep that muscle loose, keep things flexible for those reasons as well. And this is just a little tidbit of information. Achilles. You know how the name Achilles tendon came?
I'll bet you're going to tell me.
From the Greek warrior, and during the Trojan War, there's movies on this.
I know there is.
More than Brad Pitt.
Right, Brad Pitt.
Right, but what happened is, now I heard two stories. In the movie with Brad Pitt, he got an arrow through the Achilles tendon, and if your Achilles tendon does sever or is injured, you can't walk.
No.
You're going to be limping.
Yeah,
it's that critical. So anyways, whether it was a sword, a tendon, through Achilles.
Sword or an arrow, either one. It was one of the two.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's go on to the stretches, Bob.
Okay.
We're boring our viewers.
Right. Let's start off with the first stretch.
Okay.
Is that what you want to do?
Right.
Or you want to talk about the two muscles?
The two muscles, actually.
Okay.
Let's take a look at this leg. So you really got two muscles. I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to go like this. But right here, this muscle belly right here is the gastroc. Now that actually goes from the heel all the way up above the knee. So that crosses the knee joint, and that's an important thing for a therapist or biomechanist to know. The other muscle is down in here. It's deeper. It's called the soleus. The reason that's important to stretch both of those muscles, you have to do two different types of stretches.
Yeah, little variations. It's just a slightly different. And so if you're wondering why we're having you do these stretches like with the knee straight and the knee bent, that's why. We're trying to get both of those.
Right, that gastroc and the soleus. The easiest way to stretch, I think, for this one, Bob, is go up to a wall.
You don't need any equipment. You just need a wall. Everybody's got a wall.
Hands on the wall. And go back. I'm going to stretch one leg at a time. So, Bob, can you point out a little bit here?
He's stretching this back one, and the more he pulls forward like this, he keeps the heel on the ground.
Yep.
That's the key part. And he's doing it with the knee straight right now. So he's getting the gastroc-soleus here, both of them really. Now, if he bends the knee, he's more focused on the soleus.
Right.
So, and you can see his heel came up a little bit there. Your soleus must be a little tight there, Brad.
Yeah, it's a little tight, Bob. So I'm going to do the other leg. As far as time on this one I do like to do a longer stretch, up to 30 seconds. But, if you want to do like 3 10-second stretches on each, that's fine too. But you really want to stretch these out.
It's funny, I stretch this even longer, Brad. I just do. It just seems like it takes a couple minutes before mine are stretched out. And just me.
Yeah.
But then again, you want to make sure you do both sides, otherwise you'll walk in circles or you swim like a one-legged duck.
Right, yeah, we'll have no ducks allowed here.
All right.
Okay, now, the next thing, I think this is my personal favorite way to stretch. And most people kind of agree. I know Bob has some different
No, I
opinions.
agree in a sense because Brad gave me one of these and Brad made it for us.
Yeah, the incline board.
Yeah.
Okay, so now with this, you put your foot on there and you stand up, and I like to put all my weight. I need something to balance on this so I can relax.
I have this by my railing of the stairs.
Yep.
So
now here I'm doing the gastroc. I lean forward, I completely relax, I breathe normal. Just let it
always
stretch.
important to breathe, isn't it?
Yep. Now I'm going to bend the knee, and I can really feel it. I think the stretch on here compared to the wall stretch is 50% better.
Yeah.
Just a guess.
It conforms all the way along the foot, so it just makes it a comfortable stretch.
And I find it works much better with a shoe on than the shoe off.
I always like that. It's a reminder that, when that board's sitting out there, it's a reminder for me to stretch.
I got to use that incline board.
It's that visual cue. Now you can also do stairs.
Oh, right, but just wait, Bob.
Okay,
I want to clarify.
there's more.
There's more. If you want to get an incline board, they're not that expensive. You can get them for $20, $30. You can make them. This is made out of 1x6 if you're handy like that.
We did a video on it, on how to make it.
The angle is important.
Right.
Now this was 25 degrees. Now I find that with most of my patients, about a 25 degree one, 20 to 25, you're going to be comfortable with, because I've bought them that are like 15 degrees. They're not.
It doesn't do the job.
Yeah, there's kind of, I wouldn't say useless, but it's not. You won't be happy with it.
If you had really, really tight calves, maybe, but
Right.
but then you would have no place to go after you stretched them out. I mean,
Right.
it wouldn't work.
If you're a normal active person, probably between 20 to 25 degrees. Because when you look online, as a matter of fact, I just put one on our favorite list, Bob. If you go down below
Oh,
our
sure,
site.
on our Amazon list below.
Yep, and I looked
You
on
like that one?
Yep, that one's, I believe it's 23 degrees. It's a solid one. They make them that are adjustable. They cost more. I really don't like them. I think you would be happy with a solid one. And they make them wide enough for 2 feet, which I think is not necessary, but I couldn't find one, a narrow one. Stretching one calf at a time, I think, is the best.
I do too.
You can do both on a wide one, but I think you'll find.
It's just not as comfortable either.
Right. Now, let's talk about the steps, Bob.
So yeah, you can also stretch on a step. Do you want to bring it on over, Brad?
Yeah.
Now you're also going to need to hold on to something like the railings or while you're doing this. But if you don't have to spend any money, you can put your foot off the edge of the step like that and lean back, down.
Yep.
It works out really well. Just don't fall.
Right. Bob likes this a lot. I personally, it's a little uncomfortable on my foot, so I usually don't do it, but I still will use it this way.
Don't bounce, and I usually
Yeah.
I usually start off by doing both, Brad, just to kind of warm them up
Okay.
like this, and then I'll go to the one.
The
know,
nice
after
thing
you
I
run.
like about this is you can put some strengthening in there.
Oh,
You
yeah.
get full range of motion.
Yeah, you can actually, you can do heel raises and then go down like that, and you can do one, so you get a little bit of beefing up of the calf muscle while
Sure,
you're at
right.
it.
So stretch and strengthening option is in there.
All right, then we're going to the yoga strap, Brad?
The yoga strap, yeah. So with the yoga strap, this strap is probably one of the most versatile, simple tools there is to assist with stretching, and not just for the calf, but that's what we're going to go over. It's a nice long strap. It's got nice handles, so you don't have to have good grip.
The handles are offset, which is what we like about them, because they're easy to put your hands in there.
Exactly.
So one loop is,
There's right there, there's a, what do we call that, Bob?
that's a tag.
A tag. Okay, yes.
It's
Bob,
on the midpoint of the strap, so that it works out really nice. You know,
Right.
when I do this every morning, and I use it for a hamstring stretch, but I always put the tag right there on my
Yep.
foot. So
So right here, it makes it really easy to grab, and I can get that calf stretch that I'm looking for. And you can do it in this long sitting position, or you can do it in a sitting position over this way. Now this way, obviously, well, it's obvious to us, but you're going to get the soleus muscle is going to be the muscle that's mostly getting the stretch here. And if you do it this way, then we get that calf. And you'll feel the stretch more up here versus here.
absolutely.
Again, we're going to same time length, 10 to 30 seconds. It's a nice stretch. I don't even mind. You can get the hamstring involved with it too. This is a bonus for you.
Well, you can actually do both at the same time.
Sure. Yeah, if you really like to get stretched.
Yeah.
It's a little uncomfortable for me. I like that varied.
You want to go into the bonus, Brad? We had the best three. Now we got a bonus here. You could do a little bit of a foam roller, right?
Right.
This is a Tom Brady. he's an advocate of this. He,
Right,
he
Tom
really
Brady,
believes
the
in-
quarterback football.
Right,
He's won
New England
Super
Patriots.
Bowls.
yeah.
Yep.
He loves.
Yeah,
he actually
he wrote a
uses
whole
a-
book on this. We've got that book in our
Yeah.
list of favorite.
But he's really believe in keeping the muscles pliable, less likely to be injured.
Mm.
So
and Bob and I are big roller fans. I use them on my patients. We use them on, we both use them at home.
well, I was just again, Brad. I don't do this on the calves every day, to be honest with you, because I do the stretches. But when I start having problems, I do it. So like if I'm getting some shin splints, I'll actually do it on the front. But absolutely, when I start feeling it, I'll jump in and do it on the calf muscle too.
I'm going to just show them that shin splint one, Bob, because I think it's a really
Yeah,
neat, you can get on that shin muscle and work it. It
works
feels
out really good for that.
Yeah.
We like this particular foam roller. It's by OPTP. I know people don't know what we're saying when I say that. It's OPTP, and it's down below in our list too. It's a softer roller. It's my favorite roller.
Yeah, the quality is excellent
Yeah.
and it works well. And what can you say,
All right. Remember, Brad and I can fix just about anything.
Except.
A broken heart. But we're working on it.
Yeah, and I think we're going to get it down in the next 10 years.
I doubt it.